Good morning and welcome to Reiki with kermi8 and my wonderful cup of coffee that's getting me all jacked up this morning. Good morning. I know I was doing some of my morning ritual podcast and coffee, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a early reading today. I could use one myself. And everybody could use a little bit of inspiration. I had a brain fart for a second there. It happens. Anyway, I think Friday morning, a little around 11 o'clock, I believe. And I asked all of you, who wants a reading this morning? Whoops, dropping stuff already. Welcome to Christopher Kermi. Welcome to Reiki with Christopher Kermi, I should say. Yes. Unshaven, I'm okay with that. This is the real me, and this is what you get. So, for you who have not been on my videos, Reiki with Christopher Kermi or Kermi Karaoke, this video particular, Reiki with Christopher Kermi, I draw a card and share with the community here, and then I do a little Reiki for you. And what that is, if you guys don't know or not sure, it's universal energy healing that's all around us. And what I do here, I'm just the conduit to direct that energy, the tool, as if you will. We got tools. We got tools for a reason. We use them, right? Anyway, so let's start using those tools and just draw a card, shall we? So, in front of me, you can't see them. Here. I got 7 decks of cards that I work with. I call part of my spiritual team. More tools to use in life to get that spiritual inspiration. But anyway, so what I do is just hover my hands over all the decks of cards, and whatever energy I feel, I know where I can stop and pick that deck of cards and shuffle it up, and yeah. And this is brand new. I don't know if we've picked this deck before. This is my the Divine Masters deck, which has a bunch of angels in it and Divine Masters, Ascended Masters, and people who became before us as teachers. And by the way, we're all teachers and students in my book, I believe. So, I want you to see this. I don't shuffle like most people do. I just mix it up, and my energy knows where to take us. So, before we get started, I want you guys to take some deep breaths with me. Deep belly breaths. I'm just knocking my energy into the cards. Hello! Good morning, Spirit! Without further ado, let's draw a card, shall we? Okay, and I'll share it. Ooh, that's a good one. Mother Mary. Wow. Miraculous encounter. Divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. Mother Mary right there for you. I'm going to put that up close so you can feel that. She's looking right at you. She said, you are a very powerful being. All right. Mother Mary, miraculous encounter, divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. So what I'm going to do is, I got actually right here with me the Divine Masters booklet that it came with. So I'm going to read a little bit and find Mother Mary, if you guys don't mind. Just 1 second as I find it. There's Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. Getting close. Mother Mary. Are you guys ready? Mother Mary, miraculous encounter, divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was a simple woman with a divine mission to bring sacred love into the world. At the time of her death, she was assumed into heaven by the angels. It is for this reason that she is considered the Queen of Angels, and, let me put this down for a second, in her presence magnetized the energy of miracles in the presence of angels. One of the most important lessons of Mary's life was when Archangel Gabriel brought her the message that she was going to be the mother of Christ. When Gabriel appeared to her, she heard the message, "Do not be afraid, for I am an angel of the Lord." This wasn't necessarily telling her to be afraid, because she was having a spiritual vision, more not to be afraid of being this powerful. Mary's experience reminded all women that it's safe to be powerful and gifted. Men and women, be powerful and gifted. But, back then that was her message. Carrying on. She now dedicated to spreading this message and is the leader of a group of angels dedicated to world peace. Your message, you are having a spiritual visions and miraculous encounters at this time. Don't be afraid of your gifts. They are God-given abilities to help you remember who you are and where you have came from. If you have been wondering about the spiritual significance of certain encounters or experiences, know that the main message the universe is trying to get to you is that you are not alone and you are a significant bringer of light to this world. Wow. Your psychic and spiritual abilities have been awakened by some sort of shift in your life. This could have been overwhelming, challenging, an emotional moment. But it has set you on a path to remembering that you can heal and help others. Angels of peace are here now to guide you on your way. Harmony in all aspects of the world. Wow, that was a lot to chew. This right here is an awesome deck. I mean, all my decks are awesome, but I know that reached somebody out there. You are just opening up to your spiritual life, or at least evolving to that spiritual knowing that you have inside of you, that we all have inside of us, that we are spiritual beings, and we came here to this planet, I believe, and I'm getting encouraged to share this message right now as it's coming through, is I believe we came here to help the planet, to help evolve the planet, to move it forward, to get it past this. We're all experiencing the ugly in this right now, that the media, the television, the social media has been sharing with us on a daily basis. We see that contrast, right? This reading was true. Is true. Mary Magdalene is trying to tell us that we are here for a reason. We came here to help Mother Gaia, to help Mother Earth, to move it forward. Like I said, we were born here and automatically, birth certificate, Social Security, we're going to tell you how to live your life, So we got disconnected early on. But I'm here to tell you, with 100% full knowing, that we're here to remember who we are, why we came here, and we're all walking each other home. We're not sure what this planet is. We don't know if it's even a spaceship, whatever. We don't know that for sure. We just, like I said, got here on this planet, was reincarnated on this planet, and here we are. It's kind of huge, and I want to give you, every single one of you guys watching right now in the world, give you all props for just doing the thing. We're living life, you know, not knowing what the heck's going on. But we're here. We're still here on the mission. And that mission is here. What Mother Mary shared with us today was don't be afraid of your own power. I'm personally in my life right now, that reading hit hard because I'm in the spot right now where I'm going through major spiritual growth. And I know a lot of you guys are out there right now experiencing a lot of similar things. I can just feel that. You know who you are. You can feel this message. The words coming out of my mouth. You feel that energy. And you feel some truth into that. What I speak this morning. We are powerful. And I'm personally, let me share a little bit about myself. You know, I'm not making this all about me because it's not. It's all of us. We're all in this together. But part of my story is I was always afraid of my gifts and how powerful I was. You know, I grew up having that feeling that there was something a lot more than what I was experiencing. You know, I kept my gifts to myself all my life until, you know, just recently, like I was sharing. There's something happening on this planet right now that, you know, our spiritual gifts are awakening, that remembering of, hey, we're here for a reason. We're not just here to go to work every day, pick up a paycheck, pay rent, be broke, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I don't know about you, but that's been my life for a long time. I want to share with you something real quick. I turned, knocked over a card in one of my other decks. Just surrender. That was the message to all of us. May you release the old and just surrender. I'm not even going to read about that card because I'm done. That's enough. I love it. Thank you, universe. So the next message after saying that, don't be afraid of your power. Surrender to it. Say, you know what? This is who I am. Practicing being that authentic self is not always an easy task, especially with what we were fed in life. You know, every day we are fed with whatever the government's up to, the wars that are happening, the people blowing up, the fucking assassinations. That's not easy to ignore because that's what's happening. But we are seeing this on a little tiny box. That's something we have to surrender to. You know, we know everything that's going on outside of us. But what's going on inside of us? What can we do with what control we have? Okay? I go on tangents about this all the time, but may you release the old. It's what I've been working on a daily basis. I'm going through some major releases lately because I called my mother yesterday before my way home from work. Let me share you a little bit about my releases. I think I surrendered a while ago. I feel that because, like I said, I was talking to my mom on the phone and telling her I'm going through some stuff. And, you know, we're all going through some stuff. I want you to remind you also, just keep that faith, keep moving forward. But I was talking to my mom about everything that was going on. And, you know, it's always refreshing and an inspiration to talk to Mother. But anyway, I was walking home and nothing really triggered me, but I have a couple miles to walk home after my bus stop, and I just shedded the tears, just started raining, crying for a good 45 minutes. I'm not sure where it came from. I go, all right, whatever this is, just let it go. You know, crying is very, very healing, I'm finding in my life. It's a release. That stuff needs to go somewhere, and I believe Source made those tears come so we can have that release, and I just let it go. It's happened several times in the last few months where I'm just sitting around doing my thing, just fucking ball, you know. That's good. When that happens, surrender to it. Please, just let it happen. We have years and years and years of things trapped. And I feel that some of you guys know that. When you cry, just let it cry. If you need space by yourself, go somewhere by yourself and have a good cry every once in a while, please. Please, please, please. Shira says the same thing. You have that power. You have that ability. Let it go. We all have stuff we need to let go of and move forward on. And on that note, first I want to say, you're safe. You have the space. If you guys ever need somebody to talk to, just message me. I'm here. I'll create some space for you. Because I know how it is. When stuff's going weird and all over the place, and emotional roller coaster, and especially when you don't feel like you have anybody to talk to, gosh dang it, I'm going to be that person. You can come to me and talk to me if you need to. All right? I might not have all the answers, but I at least can be an ear and give you that open space. So on that note, okay, another card flipped over right in front of me. What was that? When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. On that note, let's do some Reiki, shall we? Let's bring in that universal joy, that universal love, that great energy that's all around us. We might not see, but it's here. Let's direct that to you. Got a lot out of these readings today. Don't be afraid of your power. You are stronger than you ever were taught. Trust. I'm finding things within myself, doing things that I've never thought I would do. And it's continuing, and I feel like I'm just getting started. And it feels good. I feel like a little kid again sometimes. That's me getting a hold of my inner child, saying, I love you. This play, this experience life. That's what we always have the sovereign right to do. Enjoy. Be in joy. What last one say? That wasn't it. Where was it? When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. To me, that just means be here now. Be present. Be in the presence of that energy. Whatever you call it, God, source, light, whatever it is for you, it's here. It's available. If you would, please take a few deep breaths with me. Oh, you can feel that right in the belly. Stay hydrated because it's a very nice day today. There's not a cloud in the sky where I'm at on Oregon on Highway 22. So without further ado, feel that. Be in that joyful presence. Because that's what it is. That's why it's called the present. Because it's present to all of us. Know that you are stronger than you ever think you are. The mind is, the mind. Can get us lost sometimes, but it's there for a tool. Don't be afraid of your gifts. Don't be afraid of your strength. Don't be afraid of your authentic self. Me, nowadays, I'm working with that. I'm walking past through those fears. And yes, there's been a lot of them that build up throughout the years. And, in my life now, with what I'm learning, it might not just be this lifetime we're working through stuff. Trauma from past lives, whatever you believe, just know that we can heal individually and together. Not just for us, but for everybody. You know? We're here to walk each other home. We're all climbing that same mountain in life, but we're all taking different paths to get to the same place. So let's be kind to each other. Sometimes we meet each other along that path for a while. Sometimes people just pass and say hello. Enjoy that presence. That's what I'm working on today with myself. And I love feeling this Reiki going through me. It's good. Love you guys. And I appreciate you guys joining me for this. Since this is Reiki with Christopher Kermi, I do offer one-on-one Reiki sessions. Like I said, I'm here on Highway 22 in Oregon, Washington, in Oregon State. Woo! I'm here on Highway 22 in Oregon, but I also do long distance Reiki. So if you're interested in finding out more, message me on my Facebook. Christopher Kermi Dunlap is my avatar, and like and subscribe so you can continue getting my videos, continue getting these card readings, and my Kermi karaoke videos, which I might do later today. I'm not sure, but anyway, I sure got a lot out of that this morning. I hope you did, and you guys have a great day and enjoy your weekend. Love ya.